my name is Klara, and here this is the story of Echo and Narcissus. When the prophetic vision awoke, beyond the blind eye of TES, and stared into the future, the first to test how deeply he saw and how lucidly was Liriope, a swarthy nymph of the fountain. She was swept off her feet by the river Cephisus, who rolled her into bed of a dark pool, then cast upon her on the shingle pregnant. The boy she bore, even in his cradle, had a beauty that broke hearts. She named this child Narcissus. Gossips came to TES. Can her boy live long with such perfect beauty? The sea replied, yes, unless he learns to know himself. All regarded these words as a riddle, till time solved them with a strange madness. A stranger death completed the explanation. In the 16th year, Narcissus, still a slender boy but already a man, infatuated many. His beauty had flowered, but something glassy about it, a pride, kept all his admirers at a distance. None dared to be familiar, let alone touch him. A day came, out on the mountain. Narcissus was driving and netting and killing the deer, when Echo saw him. Echo who cannot be silent when another speaks. Echo who cannot speak at all unless another has spoken. Echo who always answers back. In those days this nymph was more than a voice. She had a pretty body, but her prattle was the same, never anything more than the last word or two, the tail end of what she heard uttered by others, which she repeated over and over. Juno had stricken her with this odd affliction, when Juno, following a tip-off, would be stalking Jupiter to catch him in some dell of a nymph. Echo made it her duty to engage the goddess in an unending rigmarole of chatter, till the nymph had pleased the god enough to be let go. Echo did this so often and so artfully, Juno in a rage turned on her. Your tongue has led me in such circles, henceforth it will have to trail helplessly after others, uttering only the last few words, helplessly, of what you last heard. The moment Echo saw Narcissus, she was in love. She followed him like a starving wolf, following a stag too strong to be tackled, and like a cat in winter at a fire. She could not edge close enough to what singed her and what would burn her. She almost burst with longing to call out to him and somehow let him know what she felt, but she had to wait for some others to speak, so she could snatch their last words with whatever sense they might lend her. It so happened Narcissus strayed apart from his companions. He hallooed them, "Where are you? I'm here!" And Echo caught the last syllables as if they were precious. "I'm here," she cried, "I'm here, and I'm here, and I'm here." Narcissus looked around wildly. "I'll stay here," he shouted. "You come to me," and "Come to me," shouted Echo. "Come to me, to me, to me, to me." Narcissus stood baffled. Whether to stay or go, he began to run, calling as he ran, "Stay there!" But Echo cried back, weeping to uther, "Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there." Narcissus stopped and listened, then, more quietly, "Let's meet halfway. Come." And Echo repeated it, "Come." But when she emerged from the undergrowth, her expression pleading, her arms raised to embrace him, Narcissus turned and ran. "No," he cried. "No, I would sooner be dead than let you touch me." Echo collapsed in sobs, as her voice lurched among the mountains. "Touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me." Echo moped under the leaves. Humiliated, she hid in the deep woods. From that day, like a hurt lynx, for her, any cave was a good home. But love was fixed in her body, like a barbed arrow. There it festered with its rejection. Sleeplessly she brooded over the pain, wasting away as she suffered. The petal of her beauty faded and shriveling, falling from her, leaving her voice in bones. Her bones, they say, turned into stone, sinking into the humus. Her voice roared off by itself, unseen in the forest, unseen on the empty mountainside, though all could hear it, living only the life left to Echo. Narcissus had rebuffed her adoration, as he had the passionate attentions of many other nymph in the wilderness, and many another man. One of these, mocked and rejected, lifted his hands to the heaven. "Let Narcissus love and suffer as he had made us suffer. Let him, like us, love and know it is hopeless. And let him, like Echo, perish in anguish." Nemesis, the corrector, heard this prayer and granted it. There was a pool of perfect water. No shepherd had ever driven his sheep to trample the margins. No cattle had slobbered their muzzles in it and befouled it. No wild beast had ever dashed through it. No bird had ever paddled there preening and bathing. Only surrounding grasses drank its moisture. And though the arching trees kept it cool, no twigs rotted in it, and no leaves. Weary of hunting in the hot sun, Narcissus found this pool. Gratefully he stretched out full length, to cup his hands in the clear cold and to drink. But as he drank, a strange new thirst, a craving unfamiliar, entered his body with the water, and entered his eyes, with their reflection in the limpid mirror. He could not believe the beauty of those eyes that gazed into his own, and the taste of water flooding him, so did love. So he lay, mistaking that picture of himself on the meniscus, with the stranger who could make him happy. He lay like a fallen garden statue, gazed fixed on his image in the water, comparing it to Bacchus or Apollo, falling deeper and deeper in love with what so many had loved hopelessly. not recognizing himself. He wanted only himself. He had chosen from all the faces he had ever seen only his own. He was himself the torturer who now began his torture. He plunged his arms deep into the water, one who vanished in agitated water. And again he kissed, the lips that seemed to be rising to kiss him but dissolved as he touched them, in a soft splash and shiver of ripples. How could he clasp and caress his own reflection? And still he could not comprehend what the deception was, what the delusion. He simply became more excited by it. Poor misguided boy, why clutch so vainly at such a brittle figment? What you hope to lay hold of has no existence. Look away, and what you love is nowhere. This is your own shadow. It comes with you. While you stay, it stays. So it will go. When you go, if you ever can go. He could not go. He wanted neither to eat nor to sleep, only to lie there, eyes insatiably gazing into the eyes that were no eyes. This is how his own eyes destroyed him. He sat up, and lifting his arms, called to the forest. You trees, was there ever a love as cruel as mine is to me? You aged voyeurs, you eavesdroppers, among all the lovers who had ever hidden under your listening leaves, was there ever a love as futureless as mine? What I love is untouchable. We are kept apart, neither by seas nor mountains, nor the locked-up gates of cities. Only it all comes between us, only the skin of water. He wants my love as I want his. As I lean to kiss him, he lifts his face to kiss me. Why can't I reach him? Why can't he reach me? In that very touch of the kiss, we vanish from each other. He vanishes into the skin of water. Who are you? Come out. Come up onto the land. I never saw beauty to compare with yours. Oh, why do you always dodge away at the last moment, and leave me with my arms full of nothing but water and the memory of an image? It cannot be my ugliness, or my age that repels you. Of all the nymphs you are so crazy about me. If all your face is full of love, as your eyes look into my eyes, I see it, and my hope shakes me. I stretch my arms to you. You stretch yours, as eagerly to me. You laugh when I laugh. I have watched your tears through my tears. When I tell you my love, I see your lips, seeming to tell me yours, though I cannot hear it. You are me, now I see that. And I see through my own reflection, but it is too late. I am in love with myself. I torture myself. What am I doing, loving or being loved? What can my courtship gain? What I want, I am, but being all that I long for, that is my destitution. Why can't I get apart from my body? This is a new kind of lover's prayer, to wish myself apart from the one he loves. This impotent grief, this taking my strength and my life. My beauty is in full bloom, but I am a cut flower. Let death come quickly, carry me off, where this pain can never follow. The one I love should let me live. He should live on after me, blameless. But when I go, both of us go. And Narcissus wept into the pool. His tears shattered the still shrine, and his image blurred. He cried after it, Don't leave me. If I cannot touch you, then at least let me see you. Let me nourish my starving, luckless love, if only by looking. Then he ripped off his shirt, and beat his bare chest with white fists. The skin flushed under the blows. When Narcissus saw this, and the image returned to perfection, where the pool had calmed, it was too much for him, like wax near the flame, or like hoarfrost, where the first ray of the morning sun creeps across it. He melted, consumed by his love. Like echoes, the petal of beauty faded, shriveled, and fell. He disappeared from his own eyes, till nothing remained from the body that had driven Echo to distraction. Echo was watching all this in misery, remembering how it happened before to her when he ran from her. Her anger blazed, but her pity smothered it. And when he moaned, "Alas!" she wept, and groaned, "Alas!" his last words, as he gazed into the dark pool. "Farewell, you incomparable boy, I have loved you in vain," returned from her lips with sorrow doubled. "I have loved you in vain." And after his last farewell, came her last farewell. He pillowed his head on the grass. So finally death closed the eyes that had loved themselves too much. When he entered the land of the dead, Narcissus could not resist. He ran straight to the banks of the Styx, and gazed down at the smear of his shadow, trembling on the fearful current. His sisters, the nymphs of the fountains, cropped their hair and mourned him, in a lamenting song, and far off, wandering heartbroken among the hills, Echo sang the refrain. When men came with timber to build a pyre and with crackling torches, with a solemnity that would reduce Narcissus to a handful of dust in an urn, no corpse could be found, but there in the pressed grass where he had perished, a tall flower stood unbroken, bowed, a ruff of white petals, round a dainty bugle centre, yellow as an egg yolk. Yes, it was in this quiet woodland flower, trumpeted the fame of Tiresias throughout Achaia.